What if I told you a single narrow strip of water, just 21 miles wide, has the power to shape the entire global economy? Every day, nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through it. If it's blocked, even for a few days, fuel prices could skyrocket, economies could panic.
Then Trump asked the chairman of the Joint Chiefs why they can't just immediately reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
It's one of the many countries hoping the U.S. can reopen.
Millions of lives could be affected. This is not a theory. This is happening right now. Welcome to the Real Update. Every single day, tens of millions of barrels of oil move through one of the most dangerous choke points on Earth. The Strait of Hormuz. At its narrowest point, it's just 21 miles wide. But the actual shipping lanes? Only 2 miles wide in each direction. And yet, this tiny corridor powers the modern world. But here's the problem. It's also one of the most fragile places on the planet. Rising tension. Warships patrol these waters. Oil tankers move cautiously. Insurance costs surge overnight. In recent years, we've seen seized tankers, damaged ships, direct military confrontations. One mistake, one miscalculation, could ignite something much bigger. The strait is still open. But the fear that it might close? That alone is enough to shake global markets. And when markets panic, people feel it everywhere, from the United States to Asia, from Europe to Africa. Higher fuel prices, more expensive goods, rising cost of living. Big question. So here's the question that engineers and world leaders have asked for decades. What if ships didn't have to pass through the Strait of Hormuz at all? The idea. There's a bold idea. A massive canal, cut through the mountains of Oman's Muzandam Peninsula. A direct route from the Persian Gulf to the open ocean. No choke point. No tension. No risk, at least on paper. It sounds like the perfect solution. But reality tells a very different story. Why it matters? The Persian Gulf is home to some of the world's largest oil producers. Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Qatar, United Arab Emirates. Almost every oil tanker leaving these countries must pass through a single exit. The Strait of Hormuz. Around 20 million barrels of oil every day. That's about 1/5 of global consumption. Few places on Earth are this important. Limited alternatives. Some countries have tried to reduce dependence. Saudi Arabia built pipelines to the Red Sea. The UAE built pipelines to Fujairah. But here's the truth. These pipelines can only carry a fraction of what ships transport. The world still depends on tankers. And tankers still depend on the strait. The real challenge. Now look closer at the Muzandam Peninsula. This isn't flat land. It's part of the Hajar Mountains, one of the most rugged regions in the Middle East. Mountains rise over 2,000 meters high. Building a canal here wouldn't mean digging sand. It would mean cutting through entire mountains. And not just any canal. It must be wide and deep enough for some of the largest ships ever built. VLCCs, very large crude carriers. The scale? Unimaginable. Millions of tons of rock. Entire landscapes reshaped. The cost? Possibly hundreds of billions of dollars. Politics and risk. And then comes politics. The land belongs to Oman. There is no official plan for such a canal. Even if it were built, it wouldn't remove the risk. It would just move the choke point. A single accident. A grounded ship. Or an attack. And the canal could shut down overnight. Powerful ending. The truth is simple. The global economy depends on geography. A narrow canal in one place. A strait in another. Tiny on the map. That control massive flows of energy and power. The Muzandam Canal is more than an idea. It's a dream to reshape the world. But mountains are hard to move. And politics, even harder. For now, the Strait of Hormuz remains exactly what it has always been. One of the most important and most vulnerable energy corridors on Earth. Subscribe to The Real Update for daily news and world-changing documentary videos. We bring you real stories, real power, and real insights shaping our world. I'm just getting started, and your support means everything. Join the journey. Stay informed. Stay here.